morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman and welcome to another episode of the Gentlemen's Pixel Club. You can follow us on YouTube, you can follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on TikTok, on all the handles you see here. YouTube is the main channel and everything else feeds into this. Today on the Commodore 64, recreated on the MiSTer FPGA, we are playing Scramble Infinity. And this is a new game by 5 O'Clock Software, and dear God, this is a really good game by 5 O'Clock Software. Usually I would be straight into the game, but there's been a few people that have been involved in this, and we're just going to allow these credits to play out so you can see everybody that was involved for a game of this quality for 0 of your Earth pounds. I think it's worth seeing everyone who was involved to get their little bit of credit, and for us to have a moment to think of them and say thank you for this. So credits are now done, and we're going straight into the game, and look at this screen, look at how it pops. And where it really popped for me was the animation on the enemies that you see on the present screen, and then we got a high scores there as well, which don't look too bad, 10,000 to do, but the graphics, they really are striking. And this screen was asking us how far can we get, so we're going to play 2 credits on this game, and I'm going to do my absolute best on both of these. For those of you that don't know what Scramble is, basically you're flying into cabins and you have a bomb and a missile that you can shoot. Missiles are coming up in the air at you, and you shoot your missiles, you shoot your bombs, and you've got to blow them up. Against you, apart from the enemies, you have fuel that is rapidly declining, and out of fuel, and it's game over, life over. There are 6 stages to this game, and we're on stage 1 of 6 at the moment. So in essence, that's what the arcade game is, that's what this game is. But dear God, this game is such a pretty version to have a look at. In the great console wars, no, I suppose it was computer wars. In the great computer wars, back in the day where you had the Commodore system and you had the Spectrum system, you know, they were always bidding in the UK for popularity, which had the best system. We had Colour Clash. The Commodore had very brownish coloured graphics here. Each system was great in its own right, but each system had its own flaws. If I'd seen this back in the day, I would have had no idea this was a Commodore game, apart from the music, because the music does sound like Commodore music, but beyond that I would have had absolutely no idea, because the 3D presentation on the graphics, the way this absolutely looks, is stunning. Today we've done quite a few videos in terms of looking at, you know, new games on old systems, and I am forever surprised and continually surprised how the programmers of today can get the absolute best out of the old systems that they do and make things look so damn good. We've got 2 lives left, we've died, we're on stage 3, and these meteors are a bit of a pain in the neck. You know, it's been a while since I've played this, and stupidly, I'm trying to shoot them to blow them up, and I figured when I lost my previous life just then, it was a case of, oh, my bullets must have missed it, gone top to bottom and missed it, but no, that's not what's happening here. I can't destroy those, so I've got to figure out another way of getting through this level, and the answer really is you dodge in the cabins, you fly as low as you possibly can, and you get into the cabins. Controls of this game are, regardless of how my gameplay looks at the moment, pretty damn good, but this level is hard because the meteors are moving so quickly and you don't move at a blistering speed. You know, you have the constant speed of how you move, so it makes getting out of the way just a little bit harder. And if I can get myself into the cabins below, it's going to be just a little bit easier for me. So heading down there now, shooting things, blowing things up. When your fuel gets low, you get this little beeping sound that happens, and when that beeping sound happens, you have to do your absolute best to get more fuel, otherwise it will be game over for you. And this is game over for us, but look at this, I've managed to get the highest score, so I've scored 11,560 points. I will be putting the URL on the screen where you can get this, but I'm going to be putting the URL on the screen where you can get this towards the end of the video, because this is one of the times where I actually get a high score and I don't want it to be covered up by a URL. So, you know, keep watching for a couple more minutes and we will pop that on so you can see where to download this. It's on a disk image for the Commodore 64, but load that into your system, your emulation system of choice, your real system if you choose to, and you will be playing this. As I said a little bit earlier before we started a new game, and we're going to try and beat our high score on this game. Now we've got a good idea what we should be doing here. Games these days, games recreated in 2022, although this came out in 2021, are absolutely outstanding to look at on the old systems on today's platforms. And you know, I wish that I could somehow take this game back in time and give it to a publisher like Ocean or somebody like that and say, go and make some money. This would have sold an absolute fortune. This is based on the arcade game. It looks infinitely better than the arcade game. It sounds infinitely better than the arcade game. It improves on it in every single angle possible. Recently on the Game Boy Color, I played Jetpack DX, and that was a upgraded version of the original Jetpack, and you know, that was absolutely stunning to play. You know, that really was good. It was DX, looked really pretty like this, and you know, this looks equally as pretty, equally as good. I'm struggling trying to get myself through these caverns at the moment. My gameplay isn't as fluid for some reason, in my opinion, as what it was on the first time round that I played. I absolutely sailed through this, and there I get myself killed. So, you know, I don't know what's kicked in with these stupid hands of my nerve or something else like this, but it's certainly not a problem with the game. It's an inability on my side. However, it's had the advantage that I go back to the beginning, so I can now kill everything I've killed again using a new life, and hopefully beat the high score. So I'm cheating my way. I'm cheating my way in essence to basically get a higher score than what I had already without probably even progressing as far. You know, look at this, we've only got a couple of thousand points that we need from this point onwards, and we've scored enough. We've got a bonus life because we ticked over 10,000 points, so everything to play for, and I'm absolutely going to be beating the score that I had before. And you know, here we are, we're moments away from it. So quite pleased at that progress, but back in where the meteors are. And again, look at my fuel. I know what I'm meant to be doing here. I'm hugging the cabins, but my fuel is running low. So I've got to bomb and hit those little turret things, those little water towers, which have got the F on. And they're not water towers, they're fuel towers here. And I seem to be missing one at every opportunity. My fuel is now almost to an end. You know, just missed that meteor as it came down. Got a bit of fuel there. I didn't get a bit of fuel there, it missed, and get myself blown up. So although I've got the high score, although I've beaten my score, you know, I'm now on this level for hell. I don't remember this on the arcade. You know, I know the game. I don't think I got as far as this on the arcade, but I suspect, you know, it would be equally hard for me in less pretty graphics. And look at that. I know that meteor is coming, and I just get myself hit straight away by it. Am I enjoying this? Oh yes, very much so. You know, the fact that I got the high score on the first game doesn't make it an easy game, because you saw how it ramped the difficulty effectively from 1 to 10 in the space of 3 levels, and I would say, you know, I'd give it a difficulty of maybe 3 or 4 on levels 1 or 2, and this is at least an 8 in the way that I play. I didn't even get any further than where I got before, but I did beat my score. So this has been a quick video, a short video. We don't want to do spoilers too much to show some of these excellent new games, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm the Gentleman, this is the Gentlemen's Pixel Club, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?
Hello there, just me. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, then Merlin here would be delighted if you would consider subscribing. It would make him happy, it would make me happy. And if Merlin's happy, then everybody is happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care, goodbye.